me, who would you rather play with, LeBron or Mike? I said LeBron, but Mike is my best friend. Mike ain't passing me the ball. He don't care if I get a shot today or tomorrow. But you know, he's got to be Mike. Shannon, do you agree or disagree with Charles's choice?
Man, look here. I know Oak very well. That's my dog. And he gonna tell you like it is, Skip. Now, you know, he said Jordan's best friend. Now, you know he done ran interference for Jordan on the court and off the court. Mm-hmm. And he ain't gonna pull no punches. He's like, bro, I want to participate too. I just don't want to set screens and take the ball out of bounds. I want a guy that's gonna pass me the ball. Maybe I can get me a layup. I can get me a jump shot here or there. That's the difference. He said, basically, LeBron is like a quarterback. He knows where all 9 of his players are on the field. He also knows where the other guys are also. Jordan's going to get it. Jordan's like, I'm going to go get 40. I'm going to go get 50. You know, hey, you get 2 or 3, you be cool with that. Mm-hmm. And Oak says, no, I want to participate. I want to do something more than set screens for you and take the ball out of bounds once the other team make it. Mm. So I don't have a problem with what he said, but I know somebody going to have a problem because this is what I notice about you. Mm. When they say something bad about LeBron, oh, they got sour grapes. Well, you know Oak ain't got no sour grapes. But when they say something negative about LeBron, oh, they know basketball. Mm. You heard what he said? Now, this guy played this many years. He's an all-star, yada, yada, yada. That was Oak. Oak prefaced it by saying, this is my best friend. Friend.
That might be past tense now.
Oh, don't care.
It might be over. You know what happened to Charles Barkley? When Charles Barkley dared to criticize Michael Jordan for what he should be criticized for, which was being the worst GM in the history of basketball.
I don't know if Charles Barkley and Jordan's relationship runs as deep as Charles Oakley and Jordan's relationship.
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to, but there was a period in there where, I mean, I think Mike just liked to have Charles around as like his court jester because he made him laugh, because he's always making everybody laugh around him. Right. But yeah, I will give you deep, true friendship. This is it. But I can also tell you, I know Jordan well enough to know he won't love this.
He'll be okay.
I don't know if he'll be okay. He might want to have a little conversation.
No, he don't want to have no conversation with Oak. He gonna say, "Oh man, you crazy."
Okay, so remember, Charles Oakley played with Michael Jordan for 3 years before it started to go, before it started to happen, and championships started to happen every year. And when in the summer of 1988, the Bulls did trade Charles Oakley to the Knicks for Bill Cartwright, Michael Jordan was furious about it and blamed Jerry Krause, who was the #1 target in his Hall of Fame speech. You know, like he
blamed Jerry for everything.
Everything. He did. I know this. I told you about the round of golf. I was following Jordan at a Pro-Am one day in Chicago, right? It was like a month after he retired. And his tee shot went in a fairway bunker, and it's a hard shot. And he's going to hit a 3-wood out of the fairway off the sand. I'm like, man, that's a hard golf shot. He said, I just imagine that the golf ball has Jerry Krause's face on it. That's how much he hated Jerry Krause. And he ripped it and hit the green in 2. So the point is that I understand what Oak is trying to say. Part of this is tongue-in-cheek, but I'm not being tongue-in-cheek when I tell you or ask Charles Oakley, do you want to score or do you want to win? Right. Because if you want to win, I want to be with the other guy. Not that LeBron hasn't won his fair share, but he's 4 and 6 in the finals, which means he has lost as many finals as Michael won, 6 and 0 in the finals. So for Oak to say that, I get it, but that's like wrong-headed. It's selfish to a fault where you're saying, I want to shoot. Well, do you want to win or do you want to score?
But we've seen guys, Skip, guys want to feel like they're participating. You know, there's one thing to like, okay, I'm on the team. We won a championship. Okay, what role did you play? But I was on the team. As opposed to saying, okay, I was on the team and I played, even if it's a minor role, I want to feel like I was a participant in us winning championships.
Yeah, okay. But Jerry Krause was correct. Yeah. And I think he was influenced, encouraged by Phil Jackson to say, I got it. He was an enforcer, but all of a sudden, Michael had grown up right before your very eyes. He didn't need an enforcer anymore. He was his own enforcer, right? He got bigger, he got stronger. Tim Grover, the great Tim Grover, got him really hitting the weights through the Detroit debacles that he went through, the bad boy Pistons. And all of a sudden, Phil Jackson is saying, I don't think we need Oak anymore. We need a center who can pass the basketball.
Correct.
Bill Cartwright had point guard skills at center. Bill Winnington, who I knew very well from his days as a Dallas Maverick, he could really pass the basketball. Luke Longley had high basketball IQ. These are the centers that Jordan started winning championships with because he could play off and around them because they knew how to get the sugar back to the greatest, to me, greatest scorer, greatest player ever.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Mike could have played with it. It'd have been difficult for him to play with an all-time great center, considering that the shots that was going to require for him. He's playing with centers Bill Wellington, Will Perdue, Bill Cartwright, Skip Luke Longley. Guys, that, if they got 5 shots, they were happy.
And I kept saying, how is he winning with these guys? Because he's Michael Jordan. And he won 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 1 because LeBron can pass the basketball. But just quick point of order. Don't underestimate what Michael could do passing the basketball when he chose to do it, because that 1 year he averaged 8 assists a game. It's hard to average 8 assists a game, but he showed you one time, I think it was his first MVP
I think the year he won the MVP.
I
think it was 87, 88.
He averaged 8 assists, and I'm like, and Phil Jackson used to tell me, oh, he could average 12 assists if he felt like it, but he doesn't, that's not what he does. So the point is that, if it's like what happened to Kobe and Shaq. If you put Michael and Shaq together, I promise you it would be Clash City. It would have been much sooner.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you,
because Jordan was up. Here's the thing. Kobe had to grow into Kobe. Jordan came in, he was already Jordan.
He was.
So
he's been in North Carolina for 3 years. Kobe, when he first was Shaq, was 18, right? Okay, out of Philadelphia High School, right? Okay, so it took a while, and he was the second, or maybe to start with, he might have been the third fiddle. Okay, and as he grew up, when he finally grew up, it's like, well, this town ain't big enough for the both of us, right? Well, if you got Michael, if you paired him with Shaq in his prime, it would have lasted about 5 minutes. No, seriously. Because what's the point?
And because Michael, think about it, how Michael was about nutrition and training. He was going to be a lot more difficult on Shaq than Kobe eventually became. And so that was going to be an issue. And Kobe, at least early, Kobe was passing the ball. I was like, okay, big fella, hey, go ahead. Jordan ain't doing that.
And
Jordan's not passing you the ball.
If Jordan and Shaq were teammates and they did get into it in practice and Jordan dared to pop him, hey, it would be over. It wouldn't last very long because that'd be one guy. You can hit Will Perdue from Vanderbilt University. You know,
I don't even think that thought would even cross Jordan's mind.
No, well, I would think not. I would think. Well, I don't know if he got pushed.
You know, Kevin Garnett said he's so glad that Shaq's mom raised it right, because if Shaq would have had just been nasty, what you got? It's gonna be 7'1", 340 pounds. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I agree. His father raised him right. He's a military man.
Exactly.
Like he had.
And he was like, hey, and his dad, he says his father told him, say, look, you go out here acting a fool, you messing up your mom, you putting your mom out the house. Your mom can't eat. And so Shaq held his mom in high regard.
He did.
So he was not going to do anything to mess that up.
Okay. So does Charles Oakley want a ring or not?
Yeah, he won a ring.
Okay.
He ain't going to get one with GOAT.
Oh.
You make it seem like he ain't got no rings. He got 4.
Huh. Yeah. GOAT's got 4. Except he's not the GOAT.
GOAT got 4.
Okay, he lost 6 times in the finals. He lost 6 times, and he had some humiliating losses.
So he had 1. Had no humiliation. He had 1.
I know 2 for sure.
No, the Dallas series, that was the only one.
Okay, Dallas was terrible, but so was the second San Antonio. The third. It was actually the third. The 2014 San Antonio.
Averaged 28 points a game.
Okay, but it's 1-1 going back to Miami. Go look at what happened. He was quiet in those games.
Skip.
They lost both of them, and then they got closed out in 5.
Skip, San Antonio shot him off the court. Okay. Remember Danny Green couldn't miss from 3?
Patty Mills couldn't.
Patty Mills couldn't miss.
No.
I mean, Manu and Tony was just like, they won.
They lost in 5 games by a record finals margin.
Man, see, if LeBron would have had Oak as that enforcer, and no telling how many rings he'd had earlier.
Really? Okay. Well, the point is, I hope Michael's going to be okay with this. I hope they're still best friends, because these are the kind of comments that Michael just doesn't stomach.
Look here. Mike's fine. Mike know his place.
Yeah.
Mike believes he the GOAT. Don't let him fool you otherwise. And I'm good with that.
Well, everybody in the known world except the guy across from me thinks he is the GOAT.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Maybe
Nope.
some of those blind witnesses.
Ain't no blind witnesses. Ain't no blind witnesses.
Yeah.
Skip, the man said that's my best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't you be the one that be able to say things, the most truthful things?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that know you the best should be able to tell you the
So
truth.
this was tough love?
It was truth.
Truth?
Yeah.
Well, I got truth for Oak, and I love Oak too. And Oak could like put his little finger on top of my head and crush me. But the point is that in the end, if you want to go win a bunch of championships, you just want to go with Jordan, right?
You're going to win a bunch of them. Go.
Okay. And I agree. It's much more fun to play with LeBron because the ball's going to move, and if you get open, the ball will find you.
Yes.
I got it.
Skip, what you think I'm out here just to take the ball? Oh, so that if I'm a receiver, you just want me out here running decoy routes?
Yeah.
No, I practice hard too.
Okay. What do you want to play with, John Elway or Trent Dilfer? You want to play with Trent Dilfer if you got Ray Lewis's defense, right?
Look, if I'm open, throw me the ball.
Well, Trent can throw you the ball too,
Yes.
right? Except he can only throw it to you like once a game, right?
I was at a different stage, and that was a different offense.
Okay. You could have been in the first of your prime, and if you're playing with Trent Dilfer, I just